Hey everyone, this is Nick from Nick's Traffic Tricks, and I'm making a video today for weblogbetter.com. It's a great blog to learn about everything about blogging, how to market your products and how to get traffic and pretty much everything, so go check it out. Anyway, I'm making this video today, and the topic of the video is how to do quick and dirty keyword research. We don't want to spend a lot of time on keyword research if we don't have to, and so I'm going to show you some quick ways to do it, and then I want to take it to the next level and take those keywords that we find and figure out how to get quick backlinks to those keywords without too much fuss. So there's a lot to go over, so if you need to pause the video at any time, feel free. And so let's dive in. We're going to be using the Google keyword tool for the first part of this, and if you just go to Google and search for keyword tool, it's usually the first search result. And I've got the Google keyword tool open right here, and I'm interested in how to increase traffic, and so I want to rank for some of those keywords, so I've done a quick search for increased traffic. Also, you'll notice I have a negative keyword here. I want to target people who are not looking to buy a service, and so if you have any keywords that you don't want included, you just simply put a minus sign in front. So I've already done the search to save us time. And so what we can see here is I've got a bunch of different keyword ideas or suggestions, and I like to search by global monthly searches. So basically that puts the keywords with the most searches at the top of the list. So I like to do that. And what I'm going to do is I want to click this box right here, and that will check all of the keywords. I'm going to just assume that I like them all, but let's say I didn't like this one, I could uncheck that. And what I'm actually going to do is import these into my favorite spreadsheet. So if I go up here, click on download, and then I clicked all, and we're going to do CSV for Excel. And I'm going to save that, and after I save that, what that's going to do is when I open it in Excel, it's going to give me a spreadsheet with these 4 columns. So I'll have my keyword, I'll have my competition, which is numbered between 0 and 1. I'll have my global monthly searches, and I'll have my local monthly searches. And so what I like to do is actually add 5 columns, and I'll go through these really quick, what they are, why they're important, and how I use them to rank high. So let's just go through this really quick. I like to add these columns, and the first one is broad match. So what I do is I'm going to take this keyword, and I'm going to search for it in Google, and just like this. So I just paste in the keyword, and I see how many search results does it have. It has 217 million. So then what I do is I go back to my spreadsheet, and I enter in 217 million. And then I want to do a phrase match. And so we will go back to Google, and we will do our search, but we'll put quotes in there. So this is the exact phrase. How many websites have these words in this order? And so we see it's not 217 million, it's 368,000, which is quite a bit fewer, which is encouraging. And so what I do is I go record that in this box. And then what I'm going to do is I want to search for how many websites actually have this keyword phrase in the title. It doesn't matter in what order they have them. I just want to know how many websites have these words in some order in the title. So what I do is I go to Google and I search all in title and then the colon and my keyword phrase. And this says there are about 69,000 websites that have this exact phrase. And so this is it gives me a little bit better idea of my true competition. What am I really up against? And so I'm going to go record that in my spreadsheet. And so we'll put 69,100 into my spreadsheet. And then the last thing I want to record is how many websites have this exact phrase or these words in any order in the URL. And again, this is a measure of the true competition. If people are putting these words in their titles or in their URLs, that gives me some indication that these guys are actually somewhat serious about ranking for this keyword. And so we see my result is 18,000. And so I'm going to go put this in right here. And so I put that in, and then I have this last column which is really it. I take the title score, I take the URL score, and then I divide by 10,000. And so what this is going to do is it gives me a metric that I can use to rank keywords. So the lower this score, the better. It's kind of like golf. Low scores are better. And so we can see for this keyword, traffic increase, their title and URL score is 1.4 million. So they're not doing very well. There's just a ton of competition. Also, this keyword right here, 49,000, 50,000. That's kind of high. And so this guy is, at least of the 3 keywords, is the real winner. And so what I would do is, for all the keywords I'm interested in, I would do this this exact process. I would go through it, and it's time consuming. It's a little bit tedious. If you got some money, I'd recommend outsourcing it to a friend. But actually, it goes pretty quick. So what I would do then is figure out which keywords have a decent title and URL score. The lower the better, and that tells you, it gives you some indication of the true competition of that keyword. And then what I would do is say, is this enough traffic for me? By the way, I'll have this spreadsheet with my numbers filled in if you want to use it as a template. I'll have a link to it at the bottom of the video if you're watching this on weblogbetter.com. Now the next question is, hey, let's say I've decided that this is the right keyword for me, but I'm not sure is 40,000 enough searches for me. And so what I like to do is pop open another spreadsheet, and I'll have a link to this at the bottom of the video, and this gives me some idea of how much traffic I need. So let's say my monthly income, my goal is $1,000 a month, and I make $10 off of each product or each item sold. And let's say my sales page conversion rate was let's say 2%. What I need to do to achieve my goal is I need to make 100 sales, and I need 50 visitors to make 1 sale. And so I'm going to need 5,000 visitors. And so if I target a keyword like this, increase website traffic, or increase traffic to website, it's getting 40,000 global visitors, or 18,000 local. And so that's well within kind of what I need to reach my goal. So always make sure you understand how much traffic you actually need. And so this is how I go through my keyword process. I figure out which ones have the least competition according to their title and their URL score, and then I make sure that they're going to get enough searches that I think I might be able to get enough traffic to reach my goal right here. And again, I'll have these spreadsheets, I'll link to them at the bottom of the video. Now, this is how I do keyword research. Now, once we know our keywords, the next thing I do is I like to actually go leave comments on blogs, but that can be really time consuming. So what I do is I look for blogs that have top commentators. This is a WordPress widget, and you can look for blogs that have this, or I've got a list I'll show you at the end of the video. But basically, when you leave comments on these blogs that have this widget, once you leave 4, 5, 6 comments, you appear in this list. And the cool thing is this list is on every single page of their website. So if you do a quick search for QuickSprout, you see they have 28,000 pages, and this widget appears on every single one. That's a lot of backlinks from one high page rank site. So I would recommend that you leave comments on blogs that support the top commentators widget. Now, I don't have time to show you exactly how to find those types of blogs, and it's actually somewhat tedious. However, I have actually got a list of them on my website. I've got a list of a whole bunch of them, and below the video I will send you a link, or I'll provide a link to those blogs. Anyway, this is Nick, and if you ever have any traffic questions, feel free to send me an email, and this video was made for We Blog Better Together.